TSU does not have a December graduation. So I ended up finishing in 1991 along with my son. So that was really a happy time for me to see my son walk down the aisle and to know we did this together.
Yes,
Together.
very
So
good.
that has really been one of the real hallmark of my life was to do that. I had always in the back of my mind that I wanted to eventually get that piece of paper. Some people told me erroneously that it's not going to pay off, but what a lot of people fail to realize is that I wasn't looking at the degree as being for monetary reasons, but it was something within that I wanted to accomplish. And it is something, education is something that no one ever can take away from you. And you can rise above whatever background you might have had if you have brain power. And I think education is brain power. And so I feel that I have a wealth of that.
You know, Ms. Wisdom, I think that everything that you've said in reference to persistence and whatnot has served as a real encouragement for some of the listeners this morning, because I'm sure that there are those who are out there who do have some desire to become involved in education again and whatever, but they can find so many excuses not to do so. And of course, what you've said is that they should have that burning desire. So that's the difference between just having a desire and being persistent and having a burning desire. And I think that that's what you represented more than anything. And I think that in that regard, you certainly serve as a role model to a large number of young women, especially, who maybe because of whatever situation, perhaps might not have even finished high school, you see, and don't even want to face the challenge of perhaps getting a GED degree and believing that at 23 or 24 years old, that life has simply passed them by, you see. And I think that your story serves as an excellent example of what can be done and what has been done and the way that it can be done, that you don't need a lot of money, but you do have to have some desire, and you got to have a strong desire, and you have to have persistence. How did you become involved in this publication?
Well, I really started out not intending really to go into publishing per se, but I am a writer first. And I have been writing, at first I was a closet writer where I wrote things and I didn't show to anyone, you know, and I did that for a number of years before I got brave enough to send it someplace. And I really got the inspiration that or the belief that I could do this when I won a second writing prize. Very little money monetarily, but it did wonders in boosting my confidence in the fact that I was on the right track. And I continued for another few months before submitting something to that same publication again, and I won first place. So then I felt that I was really on the track. And in 1984, my aunt, who lives in Somerville, Texas, and I talked about doing a family reunion. And of course, being the resourceful person that I am, I rushed off to the library to get some information to help me. To my dismay, there was not very much there. In fact, I found 2 books with a couple of pages and another book with a chapter about family reunions. And after we did our family reunion, and it went over so successfully that I collected all that information and the conversations that I had with other people who were also doing one, that I said, gee, this could help somebody, because I'm sure they, like myself, went looking for some material. So I put that book together, which in fact it's the one there in the center, A Practical Guide to Planning a Family Reunion. Got me started in publishing.
And then you just went from that point on to more works and dealing with other individuals and whatnot.
That's correct. I sure did. And it has been a wonderful, rewarding experience. Anyone who is thinking about self-publishing, there needs to do his or her homework. Okay. Definitely.
Let me, at this point, Ms. Wisdom, interrupt and for our first commercial break for today, and then we'll come back in a minute, and then we'll give you an opportunity to say something else about publishing and that kind of thing. And we'll be back with our audience following this very, very short commercial break.